Hi, so today we will learn about Vlookup. By the end of this video, you will be an absolute expert in Vlookup. And even if you forget the formula, you will be capable enough to figure it out on your own. So let's get started. This is the deliveries.csv file which I have used in my previous videos as well. Press Ctrl A, press Alt H O I so that all of the columns are visible to you. In the deliveries.csv file, I don't have the date column, I don't have the venue column. These same columns are present in the matches.csv. As you can see here, date and the venue. How do I bring those two columns here? I cannot simply copy and paste it here because this Excel sheet contains ball by ball values and this contains match by match. If I simply copy and paste it, it would be wrong. How do I do it? Well, I have the match ID here and I have the match ID here. 335982 335982. That means this match happened at Chinnaswamy Stadium. But if I keep on copy and pasting it, it will take a lot of time because there are 2,60,000 rows. How should I do it? This is where VLOOKUP helps us. You simply type VLOOKUP and it gives you the parameter box. It is asking for lookup value, as in what is the key that you will be using in order to map the two tables. I will be using the match ID. That's why for second row I will be using A2. The cell A2 will be my lookup value and I want to look it up in this file matches.csv. Repeating again, when you type VLOOKUP you will get this parameter box. The first parameter was lookup value. The second parameter is table array. Where do you want uh, where do you want Excel to look up this value? I want to look it up from here, from this table, from top to bottom. Now, after doing that, it is asking column index number, as in which column do you want to return. If you can see, I have selected from ID and you have to calculate from ID which column number do you want to return. I want to return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, seventh column, because seventh column is the venue column from the match ID. Now after that, it is asking, do you want an approximate match or an exact match? Click on exact match and close this and you have got the value. Now simply copy and paste it here and Excel will do the work for you. How does Excel do this work for me? Well, if you go to the third row, fourth row, fifth row, you can see this is changing. So if you go to the sixth row, Excel is taking lookup value from the sixth row, A6. That is why it is giving you the correct result, because it is looking at the sixth row value and it is looking at this table and returning the seventh column. Now, if the ID was not here, but it was here. For VLOOKUP to work, let me clear this. For VLOOKUP to work, first we have to put lookup value and then table array. Whenever you select table array, the first column should be the matching column. Here the matching column is the ID, because we are looking up 335982. In which column will we find 335982? From this column. Hence this should be our first column. If you make this our first column, it will try to find 335892 in this column and it will never get that value and hence it will return not available. That's why every time you VLOOKUP, make sure the first column you select has to be that column in which you are going to VLOOKUP. Now I have simply selected it and as you can see, I have selected one row and second two columns. So that means venue is present at second column. And as you can see, you have got your values here. So if the ID column was after the venue column, how will you VLOOKUP? Because VLOOKUP here won't work. As I've said, the first column in your table has to be the one in which you're going to VLOOKUP. And you're not going to VLOOKUP player of match, obviously, you're going to VLOOKUP match ID, which is this column. And if you want venue, you must paste the ID column before venue. Only then you can VLOOKUP. Now, what if you can't do that? You don't have an option to do that. In that case, VLOOKUP won't work and you will have to shift to XLOOKUP or index and match, which we will cover in the coming videos. Now, let's say you forgot how VLOOKUP works and you want this venue. Let me um, keep the ID back to its original place. Let's say you want the venue from this match ID here, but you forgot how VLOOKUP works. You have to simply type VLOOKUP, press this FX button. Now it is asking you what do you want to VLOOKUP? You want to VLOOKUP the match ID because through match ID you are going to find the venue. Now it is asking for table array. This is the table in which Excel will look this match ID. Everything is specified here. Looks for value in the leftmost column of a table and then returns a value in the same row from a column you specify. But let's go to the table array and you can select the table till you get the venue column and then scroll down till you have covered the entirety of the table. Now index column, this is the column in the table array from which the matching value should be returned. The first column of values in the table is column 1. So the first column is column 1. This is 2, this should be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For venue, you will return 7. And range lookup, you can either keep it as false or press 0 for exact match. If you keep it as 1, it won't give you exact match, it will return approximate match. So whichever value is approximately true, it will return that. But you want exactly the same. This match ID should be exactly the same in the matches.csv table. Right, press OK. And here you have the values. Now let's break down the formula. This is the lookup value and this is the table value. You can see here there are dollar values. What if I remove the dollars? Or let's say this is the sheet where matches table exists. Now you want to VLOOKUP from this sheet. How will you do? VLOOKUP, select the VLOOKUP value, select the ID, venue is present in the 7th column, comma 7, comma 0, done. Now see, this is giving you NA. Why? Because as you move to the next row, you see VLOOKUP value is changing, which is good, but even the table array is changing. It was from A2 to G1096 and it is moving. The table itself is moving. The table in which Excel was trying to find this value, this itself is moving down, which shouldn't happen, right? Because it is now looking from A3 to G1097. It is looking up here. It is not considering the first row. And if you move down, 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 even the table is moving down. You see from A8. Now the table starts from A8. It should not happen. You cannot go and correct this table value in each, and hence you can log this by either adding $sign manually or pressing F4. Pressing F4 once will log the column and the row. Now the table is logged, but remember this is not logged and this should not be logged. Why? Because you want to, for the third row, you want to look up this value. For 2,68,000 row, you want to look up this value, and hence this should not be logged. The table should be logged. This was all about VLOOKUP. I hope this concept is fit in your mind, and if it is not, please drop in your questions in the comment and I will answer them in the next video. Thank you. Bye.